When was the last time you were truly alone with your thoughts? No phone. No podcast. No music. Just you and silence. For most people, the answer is days or weeks. You are suffering from solitude deprivation, and your brain is paying the price. Your brain has a network that only activates when you stop doing. It is called the default mode network, or DMN. It does the most human work there is. Self-reflection. Autobiographical memory. Future planning. Moral reasoning. Empathy. Identity construction. It stitches your experiences into a coherent sense of self. When you are constantly stimulated, the DMN never gets its turn. You are locking the architect out of the building while the contractors pour concrete on a foundation that was never inspected. A study at the University of Virginia found that people would rather give themselves mild electric shocks than sit alone with their thoughts for 15 minutes. 67% of men and 25% of women chose the shock. We have become so intolerant of internal silence that pain is preferable. Another study showed that just 2 minutes of silence reduces cortisol more effectively than 2 minutes of relaxing music. Silence is where the brain does its metabolic housekeeping. The glymphatic system clears waste. Synaptic homeostasis prevents saturation. Without silence, the brain literally cannot clean itself. The attention economy is a solitude extraction machine. Infinite scroll. Autoplay. Push notifications. Variable rewards. The business model requires that you never experience a moment of unstructured thought. Because in that moment, you might remember who you are. You might question what is being sold to you. You might have an original thought. Original thoughts are bad for engagement metrics. The average person checks their phone 96 times per day. Once every 10 minutes. The DMN never gets a chance to spin up. The mental health consequences are cascading. Anxiety at historic highs. Depression tripled in young adults. Loneliness declared an epidemic. But the deeper crisis is loss of self-knowledge. When you never sit with your own thoughts, you never learn what you actually think. You outsource opinions to the algorithm. You lose the ability to sit with discomfort. You become reactive instead of proactive. The capacity for solitude is the capacity for sovereignty. The fix is micro doses of solitude. Leave the phone in the other room when you brush your teeth. Drive in silence. Walk without headphones. Eat one meal without a screen. Sit for 5 minutes and stare at the trees. The DMN activates within seconds of stimulus removal. You do not need a week in a cabin. You need 30 seconds between tasks. Boredom is not a problem to be solved. Boredom is the signal that your DMN is coming online. It is the feeling of your brain doing its most important work.